Just call it what it is it's a fucking Dookie Boy round. Fucking 5,000% of fucking Dookie Boy round. God damn, what you need to see to fucking wake up? Does the shit paddle have to slap you right in your fucking face for you to snap out of your stupidity? Hey guys, what's going on? Sort of a more somber mood on this one. I don't get to choose what mood I'm struck by when I make videos or where the inspiration comes from. I'm sort of an observer to my own scripted experience when it comes to emotions. If it was up to me, I would project happiness into myself all the time, but unfortunately, I'm subjected even to my own emotions. People can't see this as a soul trap and don't even see that their own personal existence, to a degree, they're trapped to it. Everything about this reality is a trap, and people think because they have the free will to choose between McDonald's and Burger King that, no, see, we're free. It's like, I don't want to be in a slave system. I'm forced. I don't want to be in a Matrix bizarre reality. I don't want to get old. I'm forced. I don't want to die. I'm forced. I don't want to pay taxes. I'm forced. So where's the free will? Like, free will's a joke. But anyways, we don't have free will. Our reality's scripted, and it was sort of pre-scripted and pre-planned by either a person or an AI or a technology. And there are people that perpetuate a sort of script. And I would say somebody like me must be a very, very bizarre anomaly in the reality. Now, being the person that I am, I don't see myself as an anomaly. I see everybody else as just non-thinking entities or something. But I don't think I'm all that intelligent or special. I'm just logical and honest, and everybody sort of seems scripted. And I broke out of that script somehow, and I don't know how I did it, but I think I was born this way. I think people like us are born this way. But so here's the point that I'm trying to make is that every aspect of my personality is the Matrix. So I'm a totally weird anomaly because okay, so let me explain this. So I always say technology's foreign to human nature, that it's sort of a it's alien to human nature. It's not organically coming out of humans. That's not human nature. You could take 10 different human groups and drop them off on 10 different islands, come back 100 years later, not one of them is going to have a computer chip, a motherboard, an AI, D-Wave, quantum computer. They are not going to have anything like that. They're going to be great agriculture, farming. They're going to be probably living in peace. They'll all be smiling and happy, maybe. Not every tribe's like that. Actually, a lot of them become violent and attack anybody that comes near them. But I say that not only is technology alien to human nature, inorganic, but even our behavior, even our own personalities is inorganic. So taking it even a step further, you would say that, well, even those tribes, though, to a degree, their behavior is of the matrix of their tribes, elders and parents and teachers. Because a human being without any direction, let's say a little boy that was raised by a pack of wolves, when left to the limitations of its untrained self, is totally primitive. An actual human being would be clawing at you and hissing if it was never raised by people to tell it how to behave. Like, when you talk about a limited creature, nobody's ever seen the actual capability of. So when you see a cat or a dog, Now, there's some advanced cats and some advanced dogs. You could say there's a little bit of a range, but they're all kind of just cats or dogs. You've never seen that version of a human. You've only seen a very well trained thing that wouldn't be that way if it wasn't trained. It would be dead silent. It probably wouldn't speak. It probably would, like the, the human thing's actually very limited. And so the conscious deep thoughts that are, I think, are important in my own mind are of the matrix. My mind is of the matrix. So I'm a very bizarre anomaly. I'm almost like a cancer of goodness that grew out of the shithole of the matrix and all it produces in its poverty stricken, stagnant Groundhog's Day repetition realm of going nowhere every day in a slave system, except towards more poverty, war, and chaos and conflict. It's like, man, if they paid me the taxes instead of these demons, like let's say we just arrested everybody in power and put them all away and then started paying Christopher Sedaris all the taxes. Uh, actually, let's be real fair and give Christopher Sedaris the taxes that have gone to all the wars and everything in the stagnant realm that never went anywhere outside of cell phones, TVs, and vehicles. Um, the things we need to stay plugged into and observed by the Matrix. But, uh, if you gave me the taxes of the last 20 years, all that money, do you know what I could do for humanity? But when you look and you go, and then people actually believe and look at it the way it has been, people actually still will believe these are great leaders and they're doing their best they can for us. It's like they perpetuate the slave system. They perpetuate the war and the chaos, though. How could they ever be good for us in any way? How does that make sense in people's mind? Anyways, it just so yeah. So when you become conscious, unfortunately, it's not an enjoyable experience, man. You end up becoming a part of a fucking circus. Reality starts to look like a weird B-level shitty show that you don't want to watch. And then you're forcefully plugged back into it again every morning. Oh, I'm here again. Oh, I'm doing this stupid shit again. I'm doing this stupid fucking thing again. And I don't know if it's a worry, stress, work, slave reality to break us of those things, to eventually just break us to where we don't worry anymore. We become dead-eyed. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the name? Non-conformist where you're the dead-eyed. That's something I always thought, dude, it's funny. That's what I would call it in my, I met people like that my whole life. I remember as a young kid, coming across people like the what I would call the dead-eyed people. I just call them people. They don't feel emotions or something. Something's wrong with them. They're just they're dead. They don't feel. I don't know. I don't think you could show them a thing to make them cry. They're just emotionless. Their eyelids sort of rest on their eyes. Like there's no emotion in their face. They just look. It looks like every muscle that was in their face that used to make them human was just like unplugged, and they're just dead-eyed. And a lot of people in the ghetto are like that. Like I would see people like that in the ghetto, and I just knew to avoid them by nature. Nobody ever told me. Like it's not like somebody sat me down. It's not like I had a conversation with one of my teachers or my mom to avoid dead-eyed people. Chris, when you meet people that seem soulless, avoid them. But intuitively, as a kid, I knew something's wrong with these motherfuckers. But is this reality built to make us dead-eyed like that? To deaden us? Like why do the lessons of the growing school repeat over and over and over and over and over again? Imagine being 47 years old but still in kindergarten being taught A, B, C, D. By that, if you hadn't lost your mind by that point, this ain't no school. This thing, well, actually, I almost said reduces the consciousness of humanity, but based on what I said at the beginning of the video, that's actually not true. But it does seem now in the current existence of humanity, I don't know if it started from a good place or if it started from a bad place. I don't know what's going on in humanity. I think it's a weird experiment happening here, and we're the mice in it, the unfortunate, subjected fucking. Who knows? Maybe the god of the realm only subjects us to what we're willing to subject onto other life forms. So as long as we're willing to have rats in cages, we will be rats in cages. As long as we're willing to consume and eat cows, you could say, or animals, our children are being consumed and eaten. You know what I'm saying? Or you could say, just say people are being consumed and eaten by the realm. Maybe it's something like that going on where it's just a truly righteous God and we're so dark and low and we won't grow out of that state. So he's like, well, fuck you. I'm going to keep you. I'm going to treat you how you are. You know, I mean, I don't know. But then what if you're one of the ones that's like, okay, well, I come in peace, please. I don't want to be in this realm no more. I'm ready to move past it. If there's a realm that you could shift my soul into to fucking get me to, oh, I'm sorry, I might have to. Oh no, I got plenty of time. I've only 10 minutes. I feel like it's been longer than that. That's weird. Usually, I feel like it's been shorter and it's been way longer. But anyways, uh, I'm ready to go. Like you know, what I'm saying, like, don't leave me here. I'm ready. It's a growing school. Ready for grade 2 now. Man, it's weird. Every time I want to grow in the growing school, it falls on deaf ears. Let's play delusions, though. Let's go. No, 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 no. Somebody's hearing it, and this flowery God loves me, and blah blah. Um, I'm just about sick of delusional people or people that play cartoon games or like role play. I don't care what book they come with, what silly hat they come with. I just can't do delusional shit no more. I can't do it. Somebody's pretending. Uh, I'm just done with it. I'm done with it. I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of my life. I just have zero time for like delusional playing people. Not zero time. Like I'm not like you could say some of the people I'm subscribed to could be defined as delusional from my perspective. I don't just cut them off like, oh, I disagree with everything. I don't disagree with everything they say. I disagree with some things they say. Um, but I'm not one of those either where if you just disagree with one thing I said, yeah, that's the end of our relationship. It's just, that's silly to me. It's because especially in a realm where nobody actually knows what the fuck's going on, and we're in the truth community. We're all truth seekers trying to find the truth, and the avenues are endless. Like, do you think when some truther comes out of the military blowing the whistle on how things are corrupt, that guy's not telling the truth? Or maybe he's just a generated aspect of the matrix to create an avenue for us to get lost in, another rabbit hole? What he's saying is actually happening. When a whistleblower comes out of the economy and talks about how it's all messed up and the economy is actually corrupted, controlled, and blah, 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 mafia. So, like, do you think that's actually happening? What that guy's saying is actually, there's literally an infinite amount of conspiracies and rabbit holes and everything's corrupt and blah, blah, blah. The food's completely poisoned. The air's completely poisoned. We're in a damn prison, soul trap prison even. There's a net around us and we're trapped. And man, the darkness rabbit hole just goes down forever. It would be nice to have a bunch of light rabbit holes. Like instead of going down that rabbit hole of the CIA literally being found in a subway putting poison into like areas to get people sick, uh, literally happens like, whoa, guys, are we going to now behave like we didn't just find our own government trying to poison people? But like shit like that happens, and then the reality is everyone's in their little days or their little sleep. But like, it's not that people are asleep. Like people are aware of what I just said, but nothing ever happens to combat it. So they tune out. They watch their shows, their football, their video games, or whatever. Going to their bars, drinking their liquor, whatever. Smoking their weed, whatever. I'm sick of this reality and all of its bullshit and being entrapped in all its bullshit that I can see is bullshit. And it's like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? I'm really trying to arouse some anger, some some emotion. But to be honest, guys, I just, especially lately, I don't know, I've been in a very, very like sort of somber mood. Not unhappy, not unhappy. Actually, there's a sort of peace to it, but a sort of somber mood these last couple days. And I mean, even with it, like, I still wanted to make the video. Human beings are super limited. The the personality that I am, Chris, that I think I am, is of the Matrix, and it hates the Matrix. It's literally like the head turning back around out of the machine that produced it to devour the machine. So I'm an anomaly in the reality, and you guys probably are too. Wear that like a badge of honor. That's like something. So it's something to be upset about. Being an anomaly in this fucking dookie boy realm is actually a good thing. Like when people say, "Oh, you're strange or you're crazy," it's like, well, I don't know. I can either be that or what's considered normal nowadays. Or good luck defining normal. I don't know, but yeah, the very limit, like I said, it would be interesting to drop. I would be interested to see 10 humans dropped off on an island that I don't know how you would get them raised up without interference, but the human being, to see an actual human being raised up without interference, how it would behave. It would probably walk around making weird humming noises or something. Who knows? It'd be like, you'd scare it and it would get like high pitch. It would, an actual untrained human, like an untrained dog, like a dog you'd find. You don't see a dog as limited because you've only ever seen that version of them, but you've only ever seen the Matrix version of a human. I would be interested to see what an untrained human does, or 10 of them. I would be interested to see what a bunch of untrained humans do in a group together. But the trick would be to get them raised up untrained. But yeah, the humans just, they'd probably be like savages. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm making assumptions. Who knows? Maybe they'd all be floating around with fucking halos on their heads or something because they never, fell under the mind control of the word wizardry or whatever's going on here, the spell of language. I don't know. Like I said, I would be interested to see an actual organic human, but I don't think any one of us have ever seen one. You ever think about that, guys? I find like I think about shit like that all the time. Like that's the kind of shit that I find interesting. Like I just don't find what Kanye and whoever's popular are doing interesting. I just don't give a fuck. It's like actually even during some of these TikTok videos, I watch like these TikTok compilations, and they'll include like the world dramas in their compilations, and I'm just watching it like, what is this? Why is this even on a? It's like, oh, and then they talked about the time where Justin Bieber got, his booty pumped by. I mean, that sucks, like that there's weird sexual deviancy going on with people that have a lot of money and power. I don't give a fuck about it. And who the fuck would? But I don't know. Anyways, but it's so bizarre to me, and the things that humans are into is depressing to me, for fucking Christ's sake. If I'm being honest, like that's the best way to word it. It's like, bro, the things that people are into is fucking breaks my heart. It's like, God fucking damn, what consciousness is so limited in this realm. Or there's literally like what levels to consciousness? That big of a difference though? It's like, what the fuck happened to them? How could you live a whole human existence and never have a fucking deep thought to think in your fucking head? Anytime somebody asks you something that ain't some regular ass shit, you just ain't never thought about it? How? Like, bro, you're fucking older than me. How could you never have had a thought like that in your mind? The things people are into is depressing to me, and you can say, well, whatever. So find people that are, but it don't work like that though. But these are the ones I'm dealing with. You know what I'm talking about? It's like they ain't just like local groups. Hey, meet up with local non-fucking retards where I can just go and hang out with some fucking normal thinking people. That shit don't exist. You got to find random, and man, it's difficult in actual reality to find just even thinking motherfucking entities, for Christ's sakes. Thinking fucking entities, man. Uh, so reality is sort of like, to me now, is like a weird video game that's scripted to break my heart, to let me down, to disappoint me. Wow, woo, great experience, Total Recall Center. Can you fucking unplug me now? I'm done dealing with bizarre, weird shit. I've had just about my fill of it. Ugh. I've had just about my fill of bizarre things that don't make sense. I've had just about my fill of weirdos in power. I've had just about my fill of being forced into shit I don't like. I've had just about, man, fuck this VR simulation's a hellhole. Change it or unplug me now. Change it or unplug me now. Like, dude, I've had just about enough of this bullshit. Playing these games, these low-level ass fucking meat monkeys. What is this? Like, really, what is this fucking retardo realm bullshit that we're fucking dealing with here? Like, golly, bro. You know what I'm saying? I still got like 9 minutes. Man, it's like, golly, what the fuck happened in this Dookie boy realm to fuck everybody's brain up to make them retarded? I don't know, man. I don't know what happened. Maybe there is a technology that shocks our brain or keeps us in a sort of broken-minded state. Maybe it's happening in real time, and I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. We could sit there and ponder all day. And the fact, that's funny. I hate the fact. I love and hate the fact that I could sit there and ponder what it is all day. Because that is who I am, is to figure out the truth. I'm a truth seeker. But I also hate the fact that these questions aren't answered now. It's like, you're talking about learning school. Well, I'm telling you the questions I'm innately programmed to ask. I would think any conscious human would also be innately programmed to ask. And those are the questions that can't get answered. The questions my soul has can't be answered for me. This is a deception realm. If that doesn't, how else could I show it to you that whatever has control over what's happening to us just ain't being cool about it. Just ain't a nice guy about it. It's sort of evil and sadistic and demonic about it. Every fucking time. It's bizarre. This reality is bizarre. It's a bizarre suffering realm. And I don't want to participate in it anymore. So if you guys hear scratching, that's my dog. She can hear me talking, so I guess it's time to wake up. But I'm trying to use this fucking moment to make a fucking video without an interruption. But unfortunately, reality is always reaching out with its little tentacles. More responsibilities. Fuck off. Like, I didn't even ask for you. Why are you bothering me? One sec, guys. I'm just going to go let her out so she can run around. All right, guys. Even me trying to avoid all the little bullshit that can happen, bullshit can still happen. That's just the way the Matrix works. Even if I'm with zero interruptions and actual reality to make the video itself, the program I'm using to make the video can decide to not work. The camera that was literally just working 1 second ago can then in the next segment say it's just not working. To the point that I have to redo everything just to make the second part of a video. It's I'm subjected to the bizarre chaos of the Matrix all the time. And why is it always chaos? Why isn't it ever the bizarre good luck I just had all fucking day. Man, I just ran into this good luck and that good luck and this good luck. It's just always shit that can work against me. So it's like just literally like a machine. If you look at reality like a simulation created to make you struggle pretty much, put you through hell, make your life difficult. That's it. Best way to put it. If you look at reality as a simulation to make our lives difficult, and this gets into deeper conversations about why, and oh, maybe we produce a certain substance when we're in a nasty state. You know, we're depressed, we're miserable, we're just, our lives are difficult, we're struggling in life. We must create something that something else feeds off of. Then comes the conversation of Loosh. For those that don't know, I talk. It's funny. I talk about these things all the time, never assuming that the people watching have no idea. But I could say Lush, and they've never heard that word before. I just assume everybody is at where I'm at, and I don't always fully explain things. Lush is a term coined by Robert Monroe. I'm actually a fan of his gateway process. I would recommend that to anybody. I haven't been far into it. I've been on like CD3 of it or whatever. Uh, but I've been sort of thinking about getting back into it lately, so we'll see how that goes. But he coined the term. Robert Monroe was an out of body experiencer, astral projector, whatever you want to call him. Uh, he ended up speaking to who he called was the architect, which was the creator of the realm from his perspective. Again, these are all experiences happening within the drama story created by the individual soul that has now left its body, potentially. This may not be for everybody, but there are patterns in out of body experiencers and the ears and astral projectors that seem to appear if you look at them, if there's patterns. So there is some sort of validity to what these people are saying. But he said that the architect basically said that what we our experience is forced to create loose, which is a substance that something else feeds off of. Now, if reality was sort of like, and again, like if somebody sat me in a room and said, "Well, complain about your reality," I actually can't complain that much. There isn't. Uh, you could actually say in a weird way, I'm blessed, but um, I'm not always talking about me. And I've noticed this some recent funny that some people come off the most floweriest, nicest people. When you hear them talk honestly though and open, uh, you see their true colors, and it's like, well, you know, like these people that are trying to argue back against Soul Trap. I see some of that's like, man, you really expose yourself as a sort of, well, I'm okay though, so that proves it's not bad. It's like, motherfucker. Anyways, but it's funny. Somebody could curse like a sailor, but people can't see their true colors. People can't see past that. They would see them as like a nasty person and not take the time to see where their heart's at. But anyways, man, some people are just interesting like that. And some people just need to sell themselves a flowery story to get by every day. And I am sort of judging that. I am sort of judging it because it's disingenuous to me. It's dishonest. But the truth is, I can't really judge anybody doing that because I'm also aware of the reality we're in. I fully understand why somebody would need to create a mental comfort zone in a realm like this. I can't judge them. I understand. It's a hard place. If you were taking your child through a scary amusement park ride, we'll say like the Disney World haunted house type shit, um, you know, and we're going like this into your body, scared. I mean, would you punish them for that? Would you get mad at them for being that way? It's like, of course they're scared. You know what I'm saying? People that create mental delusions to deal with reality, of course they're scared. This reality is a hell realm. This place is a dark ass fucking suffering realm. They're aware of their own mortality. They're aware of the mortality of the people around them. The best thing. Think about it like this: the best thing in the reality is love. That's the closest you could get to divinity in this realm. And you're dark. No, I'm just being honest. I'm actually not dark. I'm full of love and light. I know I curse like a sailor, but I got a big heart, I promise you. But to I ended up losing my train of thought. I ended up losing my fucking train of thought. And I know there was a point that I definitely didn't finish my point. There was a point that I had to make. One sec, guys. All right, guys, that was the point that I was trying to make. The best thing in the reality is love, and everybody knows. And again, I'm not being dark. I'm just being honest. Everybody knows everybody they love is going to die. Like we're not. I'm not just aware of my mortality. Oh shit, I'm gonna fucking just die someday, and all this shit that I'm stressing and worrying about living for. It's like none of this shit really matters. None of this shit really fucking really matters. If I'm going to decease someday. You say, well, it matters to somebody else, how much you loved while you're in the realm. I get all that, but it's like I'm saying to me, like my meat monkey's gonna fucking croak one day, no longer be in the realm to be Chris Sedaris. And it is Chris Sedaris. You could look at it like this. It is Chris Sedaris, the character that I think I am. Um, that is worried of the reality to begin with, that when I unplug from the reality, the Chris Sedaris that was worried about his mortality is no longer there to worry about his mortality. You could look at it like that. I would say if somehow my soul got tricked into this realm or trapped in this realm or deceived to come to this realm, like I don't know, maybe they showed my soul like an advertisement like look, and it showed like people on the beach happy playing. It's like you could be one of them. And I seen the woman, I was like, oh, they look pretty, and I'd love to try being a human. Then I get here and I found it's like a slave realm. I didn't ask what the daily existence was like. It's like some shit like that maybe. I say, man, my soul's dumb. I'll never be tricked into another stupid fucking reality again. That's for damn sure. If I learned any lesson, if this is a learning school, it learned me to grow past it and to see it that way and to never come back to it and to get other motherfuckers out of it too if I can. Like to save motherfuckers out of this hell realm. Like it's that bad. Anyway, it's like, but I want to get on here and do something funny sometimes, and I can be funny. Like I'm capable of being funny. I'm not completely dead-eyed, but I'm getting close. But the truth is, I don't think about that kind of stuff all the time. I don't sit around and think about funny shit all the time. I zone out, and whatever it is I'm losing, doing my prison bit in, and usually that's where I have my thoughts. Whether I'm watching a video or playing a game or whatever, that's where I have my thoughts. But when I'm having my thoughts, uh, it's not what can I do to make people laugh on there. Um, I guess I did before I bought masks. I actually still have them. I wanted to use them more in videos. I have like these goofy masks. Like one looks like a lizard, one looks like a fucking baby, one looks like the dude from well, anyways, from Goonies, the fucking Hey You Guys or whatever. I forget. What's his name? Chunk or some shit? Oh, no, that was a kid's name. What was his name? I can't remember. The like the little weird looking dude. No, he was a very handsome, crooked faced motherfucker. He wasn't weird looking at all. He was a very very handsome ogre. I mean, I don't want to offend the dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but one eye was down here by his fucking mountain, the other eye was over here. Like this motherfucker wasn't the best. Well, anyways. Yeah, I mean, I could rant and then just be funny while I'm ranting, but what is there to talk about, man? Honestly, I lately, in reality, I'm sort of detached. Detached. I'm just like this shit. Good God, stupid, and I'm done with this. This reality's stupid. I'm actually done trying to explain it in a complicated way how it's stupid. I just want to be like, yo, this shit fucking. Who would do some shit? This shit, it's stupid. Fuck all the complicated ass. And there's evil corrupt this, and there's people controlling it. There's endless power, and I feel trapped. And fuck the final result. is not an existence I would perpetuate. It's not a, I wouldn't invite my buddy to do this shit if I was a soul outside of the body and this was an existence that I had, one of 10, let's say. I went, well, let's go do this one, Mikey, and pull him into this fucking dookie boy realm. This place is a stupid existence to have. Why would God create an exist? God, if there is a God, if there is a creator of existences, I'm sure there's an infinite different versions of them. And this one that I'm complaining about could actually be somewhere, maybe not in the middle. I think it's closer to evil. I don't think it's dead in the 50 mark. I think it's more like we're slight, but I guarantee you, if there is a God that creates realms, there's an infinite amount of variations of this reality, and there's an infinite amount of variations of all the other realities too. Infinite. So there's probably hell realms that are even worse than this one. Why would God create a realm like that? Just because it could. Just because that's what creators do. They create what they think. If I created everything I think, I would have created a bunch of hell realms. If this is a micro of the macro, uh, then this realm sort of makes sense to me if I'm looking at it from that perspective. It could have been way worse. It could have been way better too, though. I don't know. It'd have been fucking nice to be born into a realm where I just didn't have to not enjoy it all the time. Again, I was about to get deep. I was about to get into all the little subsections, but it's like, fuck the deepness. I've said it enough. I've said it enough. It's like, man, like, can people just wake up? But again, what am I saying? What am I saying? What does people waking up mean? Can we change the matrix? The answer is no. It's built this way on purpose. Again, I don't like saying that. I don't like selling hopelessness. I wish there was a way that humanity could grow past the meat monkey state. But when I see that people are still emotionally invested in the matrix system, it's heartbreaking. It's hopeless. There is a sense of hopelessness that comes with it. It's like, bro, people still like have faith in political leaders, and they're still like, yeah, my guy got in, and it's just like, and you'd have to be a truther. You'd have to be a truther to even understand the look I just gave the camera. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, man, these fucking 5G towers must have melted motherfuckers' brains or something, bro. Like, God, Lee, what is wrong with these motherfuckers? But the endless jug of distilled water. Actually, I didn't have my distiller for about a week there. I didn't have a distiller for about a week there, and that shit sucked. I felt it too. I felt it. But anyways, uh, yeah, I'm just this reality's stupid. I want to get on. I still there's a residue left over. To be honest, I don't want to. I want to completely detach from this reality. I don't want to get on and make YouTube videos anymore. To be honest, I don't want to wake up in the morning and repeat this same bizarre existence again every day. And because I'm in that state of mind, and again, I guess you could say I sort of lucked out, or maybe I'm built for this type of life or something. But I just I have a great ability to not let it get me to that really dark place. And I do fear, though. I do fear that dark place because this place is hopeless. This place is hopeless. It's like, or it feels hopeless. And I fear going to that dark place. Like, the fear of that dark place is actually worse than being in it sometimes, to be honest with you. If you've ever experienced that dark place, people know what I'm talking about, that dark place. Where it's like, nobody can tell you nothing. Like, you've just had about enough of everything. And I'm close there, but it sucks because I don't know how to help people that are talking about exiting this fucking reality, like willingly exiting this fucking reality. I'm just like, Huh. Huh. That's an unfortunate side effect of all this shit that's happening. That even the what I would call some of the smartest people in this fucking Dookie boy hellhole, like, well, anyways, but that's the truth. The closer you get to the truth, the darker it gets. So it would make sense that the most conscious souls in the reality are in the darkest place of every. Sorry, guys. Sorry. This place sucks. You probably didn't deserve it. I could talk about my upbringing or the things that I've dealt with, the things that I've gone through, the things I'm currently dealing with. And there are people that could then tell stories that make my shit look like some Susie Homemaker type shit. It's well, it doesn't get better. It doesn't really get better. It's just always in a shitty state, this reality. It's like the the best news I can sell back to myself is that there's somebody that has it way worse than me. That's about it, boys. That sounds about right. What the fuck are we talking about, bro? It's a very lonely hell realm when you discover it to be a hell realm. You don't just feel alone. Actually, I should. Alone's a well, it's a good word. I guarantee you they feel alone, but alienated's a good word. You feel alienated in this reality. You feel like a prisoner. I feel like a prisoner having a fucking experience that people around me should be taking serious, and they're not. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, can anybody wake up? Like, what's? It's a bizarre experience. It's maddening. It's maddening. And I don't have to sell you that story. Look at the fucking reality you're in, you fucking dodo bird. And if you can't see it, look at statistics. Look at how many people choose to not exist to exist. And look how that number is going up and up. Look at the amount of people that are depressed. Look at the amount of people that are on psych meds. Look at the amount. Just look at what's happening, for fuck's sakes. There we go. There's a little bit of energy. You have to be honest, I don't care that much anymore. I'm just like, I don't care. I want to make good videos. Like, I want to make animated videos and have fun and, get loud and scream. And it's like, what the fuck does it matter? None of this shit's a joke. This shit's an existence people shouldn't have. And we're all being forced to deal with it every day. Like prisoners. Like prisoners. Oh, it's on assault. What would you call it then? You really enjoying this fucking stupid little realm? I should do a reaction, to be honestly. So, somebody, anyways, uh, I don't want to pick on the guy, to be honest. He seems like a nice guy, but I just can't agree with any of the shit he's been saying. His latest videos, like, man, what are you trying to? What are you, the Matrix, bro? You trying to get souls to come back to this fucking stupid suffering realm? Like, as a conscious soul, aware of what's happening here, to then go, well, you come on, guys, it's not that bad, and then it's like, yes, it is. How bad does it have to get? What, man, are you saying delusional fucking weirds? Like when the demons are pow driving a hot poker up our ass, and we're side by side, are you still gonna be, it's not that bad, God? Be like, fucking fuck you, it's not that bad. Anyway, God, leave, bro. Yeah, like I watched my mom's guts hanging out after a car accident where she was partially decapitated, gasping for air when I was 6 years old. And I got flung out of the back of the fucking station wagon, flew through one of the windshields, bashed into the ground because I was a young enough kid to fucking survive the fall, get up and run back. I was just healthy enough to see my mom dying with her guts hanging out, gasping for air. And oh, that's a cool story. Chris, you're dark. Man, that is shit that can happen in reality. That story that actually happened to somebody. And the stories get fucking fucked up. My goodness, I could tell you some real bad ones. I could tell you some real bad fucking stories. But uh, when you see how dark reality actually is, it's like, and maybe people don't view these types of things. Like, oh, I'm not going to look at that kind of stuff. It's okay. Well, you're living in ignorance. That doesn't mean I'm dark. That means you're ignorant. Fucking idiot. I'm telling you about the dark side of humanity because I looked at it. Are you, oh, but no, you've got the right opinion. The person that just doesn't look at that kind of stuff. Are you retarded? Humans are stupid. Humans are actually really fucking stupid. They won't listen to anybody. The human beings won't listen to anybody. They have to agree with 100% of what you say. It's bizarre, man. It's bizarre. Nobody can look at anybody. It's like, man, if this dude's got a crooked tooth, people won't listen to his words. If this dude's hat's on funny, people, and he could have said the most profound shit, but people would judge his hat or his hair or his, people are fucking retarded. I can't stand people. Man, it's like, it's sad actually because you could say I used to be more ignorant, but man, I had a lot more love for humanity back then, though. The more conscious I became, the more I was just disappointed with them. It's like, man, y'all are breaking my heart. Humanity. Ugh. The word's almost gross to me now. Morals are dead. People are all narcissists. Like, people are just, they really are nasty fucking people. It's sad. Humanity, y'all broke my heart. I hate y'all for what you did to me. You fucking bunch of degenerates. Unbelievable. Wait, what one human will do to another in this realm? My goodness, who raised you motherfuckers? Freddy Krueger, man? Like, who raised you people? Because I got raised by two fucking retards. One was abusive, one was psychotic. And I didn't end up so fucked up to want to hurt other people or take advantage of other people or profit off other people's suffering. Who the fuck raised you people? People were raised by demons. People were raised by your fucking mind virus is what you were raised by, you fucking psychopathic, fucking narcissistic, keep humanity in a low state. You ain't even human. The things that control this reality ain't even human. What's inside of me is precious. What's inside you fucking reptilians or whatever the fuck's in control is fucking demonic and evil and cold and disgusting. Anyways, dude. Okay, I knew I still had some anger still down in there somewhere. I said to talk about the fucking demons and the archons, whatever form they're taking during this generation, like in a video game, like we're we're Gen Z, we're Gen X, we're Gen this. It's a bunch of generated people, all scripted by a fucking Matrix program, and they don't even realize it. Nobody's ever actually seen a fucking genuine human being. I don't even know how they would act or behave. I could speculate, but the truth is, I don't know. Isn't that crazy? None of us actually know a genuine human being. That's weird. I mean, I find that fascinating. I say weird, but the truth is super interesting. Like, but who put the program in though? who put all the little scripts in. What's with all these books and stuff? What's with all these silly little weird beliefs and stuff? Oh, these entities are cliquish. They're cult like ish. They're cult-ish. Culty-ish. I don't know if there's a word for that. They want to get together with people and be with the same type of people. And I sort of understand that because being with all the mouth breathers is kind of annoying as a conscious soul. But it would be nice to get with a bunch of people. But next thing you know, everyone would be like, yeah, and then we should drink this Kool-Aid and fuck this reality. It's so evil. I brewed it myself. Motherfuckers start dying and shit. Like, yes, drink the Kool-Aid. Like I said, one-on-one interactions, relationships are very different to group relationships and interactions. People become bizarre when they become a part of a group. Like the movie that jumps in my head is the movie The Mist, where that one crazy Christian lady was like basically had the whole scared group of weird, I call them straw chewers, get them and kill them, boys, just because she said to do it type shit, like just total brainwashed cult mind, fucking. But she was like, and they threw the soldier kid out in the fucking mist, bleeding, and then the monsters came and ate his guts. Weird that the monsters could smell him. They got that close to the window where there was 100 people in there, and they didn't just go and break the glass. Like these monsters were the size of mountains and shit, some of them, but they just couldn't break that storefront glass. So, that a fucking beer bottle could probably break it. Anyways, the movies are funny. Like I love those kind of movies. Those are always my favorite kind of movies. Like Night of the Living Dead, Mist, the Langoliers, where there's a small group of individuals dealing with an odd situation. I've always loved those types of movies. Those are always my favorite types of movies. But anyways, oh man, my guts are saying some shit's going on down there, bro. I don't know. Maybe I'm hungry. Maybe I drink too much coffee and there's too much fucking acid in my damn stomach. I don't know, but anyways, I gotta. Okay, I've been talking for a minute on this one too, haven't I? So that means I'm about close to an hour then. Okay, I still got about 8 minutes on this motherfucker, but yeah, lately I've just actually been like really. I don't know how to explain how I feel. I'm just in a really weird headspace lately, sort of somber and just. I don't know how to explain. Sort of deadened. Deadened would be a good word. I'm sort of deadened to this world now. I didn't want to become that way, but again, if you, the path towards truth is literally like a walk into hell. I knew this was going to happen. I was sort of prepared for it. Like I said, the closer you get to truth, the closer you get to hell. Um, at any moment, man, my mouth is just dry as fuck on this one. But at any moment, I should have made a coffee. But then again, my rosacea would get even worse. Blah blah blah. Anyways, it is what it is. But so, see, I make a little stupid ass comment like that. Oh man, my guts, man. I gotta eat something, bro. I gotta go eat after this video, I think. But anyways, there was a point that I had to make, but whatever, man. It can't be that fucking important if it just slipped my damn mind. But yeah, it's like this reality is disappointing every single day. This reality is disappointing every single day. I don't know what else to say. As a truth seeker, whatever the fuck that means. And that was the point I was going to make. I was just I could jump off the path anytime of truth seeking and jump out of hell and jump right back into matrix ignorance. I could. But I stay on the path of truth. And where's it leading me now? Oh, it's just the whole reality is a damn projection, a simulation. But I stay on that path. Even though every time I find more what sounds more closer to the truth, it always just gets darker and darker, or life becomes more meaningless and more meaningless, and just you know, one soul, one human being can only take so much. We're pretty fragile entities. Tough, grizzled motherfuckers will come back from a bad situation shaking for the rest of their lives. Like we can be traumatized, no matter how tough we think we are. We can be traumatized, and especially by this realm. And it is what it is. But my guts don't usually rumble. But my guts are rumbling like endlessly. They like started about a minute and a half ago, and they haven't stopped. But anyways, I guess I'm gonna wrap this one up. It's time to go get something to eat. I don't want to eat. When I eat, something else died or suffered every time. I don't know how to eat without destroying some sort of living entity. But I didn't create the realm I'm in. Again, it's like I'm forced in a hellish realm. And then something's going to judge me when I leave this place. Like, motherfucker, my consciousness was past the morality level of that Dookie Boy realm 10 years ago. What are you going to teach me? Like these NDE deceptive entities or other side entities, like, I just don't think there's anything they could say to me. There's nothing they could sell me or deceive me with. It's like, I don't even give a fuck about you little retards anymore. Fuck off. Go paint your own picture somewhere else. Leave my soul alone. Like, fuck off. But anyways, you can't trap free energy. It has to trap itself. It has to believe what it's being sold. These things are just deceiving you. But anyways, I mean, when you really look at it, there's so much being done to keep us in a low down, dumb, non thinking state. It's like, why is it trying so hard, though? Like, does it really got us by the balls? Or is that all just deception to make me think that it doesn't, in fact, have us by the balls? Meanwhile, it always did and always has, and has us even more by the balls than I ever thought about. But I just think, oh, we're putting up a fight over here. It could be that way, guys. Sometimes it's a bad ending. Every time it's a fucking bad story. So it's actually easy being a script, being able to see the script of reality and call it out. Being a script seer, you could say. I don't know how to say, but because all you have to do is assume the worst. All you have to do is assume the worst. What a stupid dark reality. But anyways, I hope you guys are coping well in the Dookie Boy realm. Uh, I haven't done a comment reply video in a while. They sort of also became redundant. Like they're not really going anywhere. I used to enjoy doing them a lot more than I do now, and there's just a lot of weird shit that you have to deal with doing it. Like some people that'll leave 1,000 comments over and over again. Then I'll do an hour-long video, and it'll be a whole video about their comments. And I feel like, well, the whole point of doing comment replies, like, I think live streams where shit goes fast is actually better because it's sort of out of your hands who you address. You could just address comments. So I've been thinking about live streaming lately. I may do it again. There could be turns of events in life that happen that open me up to being able to do that, but we'll see what happens. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. I hope you guys aren't suffering too much in fucking Tales from the Crypt reality, but I know you are. And I know that people you love are going to suffer. And I know you're mortal. And you're going to get old. And you're going to die. And none of us like that. And we're all subjected to it. So, hey, at least we can go get a donut. We have our free will. We can go get McDonald's instead of Burger King. Yeah, your free will. I want to eat real food. I don't have free will. I want to eat real food. That's too much to ask nowadays. My free will. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. I'll catch you guys on the next one.